Welcome into the Unwritten Rule Podcast, your number one stop shop for all sports and media news. I'm your host, Monzi, and today I will be deep diving into some more Oklahoma football content. Please be sure to leave a like, comment, subscribe to the channel for more. I've read an article recently about Jackson Arnold struggling in fall camp, and I just was like, man, come on, guys. You guys can't be for real on reporting something like this and not understanding, like, what football really is. And I'm not trying to say nobody knows football or I know football more than anybody. I'm not trying to go there. My thing is, when you go somewhere, say you're like a delivery driver, UPS or whatever, you got the same route every single day. Nothing really changes but the weather. Maybe not even the weather. You might see a dog outside. You might see the person outside waiting for their package. But other than that, it's still the same route. These guys, the defense, and hats off to the defense. This is amazing. This is amazing right here. The defense is paying attention to the offense. They know the plays. It doesn't take a rocket science to know that these guys have been practicing for years together, let alone some of these guys been practicing longer than years. And then you got guys that just practice in the spring. They know the plays. They just practice in the fall, which is now. They know the plays. Hell, and then in off time, they're still doing the same plays. Like, they're still working together. So, yes, they know what each other's schemes are. They know what each other is good at. So it's not a surprise that the defense has finally paid attention to the offense. Well, that's what we think. It's a finally because that's what we think. Like, this is not a common thing in sports. But the defense has finally paid attention to the offense, and the offense is now looking weak against the defense. Newsflash, that's a lot of teams in football. A lot of the defenses kick the offense's ass in practice. That's normal. The defense understands the plays. The offense complicates things, and they try to install new plays every single week. A defense is not really installing anything new. Their system is always the same. Only thing that's making the defense look different is a formation from the offense. Aside from that, you understand the defense only has really a defensive playbook. I swear, if there's a defensive coordinator that has 100 plays, I would be surprised. Like, I would be totally surprised if there's a defensive coordinator that has 100 plays. Defense usually runs the same plays probably like 65% of the time, like, of the game. Like, they're running the same play. You just seeing a different coverage, but it's still the same. Everything is still the same. Your job is still the same, except this time the corner may have the flats, but now he has the third. Like, it's still all the same, man. You're still on the same boundary side. It's nothing really changing. So now with the offense, I've practiced before, and the offense has been learning new plays. Like, a coach will see something on YouTube and he want to install that into the playbook now. That's different. So offense is still learning new plays. You can't just have a basic 50-play scheme that you always go to. And not to say that the offense doesn't run the same plays. As far as runs, simple screens, and then when it comes to yardage, you're going to see the same plays. I'm pretty sure the defense knows Jackson Arnold likes to do some read option. Well, the offense likes to, Seth Luttrell likes to call the read option play, the screen play. He likes to call slants. He probably likes to call goals and posts to Nick Anderson. Like, it's stuff like that the defense has finally recognized. Come on now. And then Venables, you got to think now, he got a defensive coordinator. So now he's able to go look at the offense and tamper with the offense. He knows the plays too. They're all in meetings about all this stuff every single week. It's nothing new. This is normal. It's normal for offenses to struggle, whether it's in any type of camp. Hell, if it's 7-on-7, it's normal for the offense to struggle in practice. I promise you, it is 100% normal. It is nothing to worry about. We all know what Jackson Arnold could be. We know that he's still learning and growing. Not saying that. I'm not saying that he's not struggling, but it's like, come on, the defense knows the plays. They know what the receivers route the receivers from the run. The linebacker knows the drops and the certain movement that the running back does out of the backfield. Like, people know this stuff. You feel me? So when you see Arnold struggling in camp, I mean, I don't even know what they're considered struggling. Like, I don't know if he was throwing interceptions or, that's the only thing I think he could do, or he's late on passes. But my only question would be, like, is he improving from it, or was this just a one-day type of thing? So, if you see him go on a 2-day streak of not having a good practice, well, hell, let me show you Daniel Jones every practice for the last 2 years. Daniel Jones can't he can't hit nobody open in practice. And he still starts. And he's still one of the highest paid players in the NFL. So I wouldn't panic about none of this stuff. I just think it's just simply the defense understands what the offense is doing, and that is okay. All right? That is okay. Now, Arnold, you might got to clean some stuff up, obviously, because they know your game a little bit. So you got to come out there and be ready to play. You got to come out there and treat it like it's the game. And if Brent Venables is dialing up stuff that is more difficult, or it's something new for Arnold, I mean, I still don't think it's that new. Brent Venables is arguably one of the greatest defensive coordinators to ever coach in college football. I will say that. Now, I ain't gonna say he's top 5, top 10, but he's arguably he's up there though. He can make a top 10 list. I don't know about top 5, but he can definitely make a top 10 list for sure in defensive coordinator. So I'm pretty sure Arnold has seen, blitzes from, the left, right, and all around the field. So it's nothing to worry about. Like I said, teams struggle all the time. Offenses struggle all the time in camps. In spring practices, it doesn't matter. They struggle all the time. Like, it's not really meant for the offense. When you put an O-line and a D-line out there, the offense is going to lose every single time. So if he's struggling in like 7-on-7 period where it's just coverages, okay, maybe we gotta look into that. But if we're talking about like a scrimmage type thing, I mean, it's pretty easy for the O-line to get their ass kicked against the D-line when the D-line knows everything and how to beat every single player. The ones go against the ones, the twos go against the twos, the threes go against the threes. Those guys know each other. They practice against each other every single day. It's probably DBs that only guard the same 2 receivers. They do their reps against the same 2 receivers every single practice. Come on now, like, it's nothing really changing. So, but that's all from me, folks. I appreciate y'all for tuning in to the podcast. Please be sure to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Football season is approaching, and we got a lot to look forward to. Peace.